that I was so passionate and then a siren came. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk to you about the right body type for aerial arts. I hear so many people, especially online, talking about what their body's right for, what their body's not right for, and I want to kind of address that. I think that this has obviously a lot of like misinformation and what's that word that starts with S and it's like stigmata, but it's definitely not stigmata. I think that there really is an undercurrent of a feeling that you are expected to have a certain body type, especially at an advanced level. I want to speak about that a little bit today and just kind of give you guys my thoughts on sort of the general atmosphere and culture that we have as aerialists concerning weight, aesthetics, strength. Before we get started though, please take a minute to subscribe to my channel because I've got lots of tutorials, aerial choreography, and all sorts of stuff over there. It's really fun. Plus there's a great community of people. This is gonna be a very talky video, so I'm gonna try to find some like random aerial clips I'll just throw in to entertain you. So keep an eye out for some completely nonsensical clips just to mix it up a little bit. Obviously, these are all just my thoughts and opinions, things that I've observed as a working professional aerialist and dancer. In the dance world, I feel like this is getting addressed a lot because obviously there's a lot of problems with pressures to be very, very, very thin. Nothing can be done about it until it's been pulled out into the open. So I think that is really great. The dance world is starting to deal with this. And I think that the aerial and circus world needs to start having more of a conversation about the correct body type, what body types can do what we're doing. I hope that some of the things I say will be a little bit of a surprise. I certainly don't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable or make anyone feel self-conscious. And of course, every person, every situation, every job is different. So what I have to say about my experience might not necessarily apply to your experience. So first off, I want to talk about what is the correct body type for aerial, or what is the body type that gets talked about as being the easiest to become an aerialist with. When I started aerial, I started doing aerial hoop because I had been in shows as a dancer and I had seen aerialists performing in the shows in between the dance numbers, and I would watch them and think, that looks really fun, like I really want to try that. I felt the pull of it. I felt that it looks like something I could potentially be good at, and I just really feel the need to see what it is. And I'm in a way ashamed to admit this now. I waited for at least 3 or 4 years before I tried an aerial class because I was told so many times that it's hard for tall people to do aerial. I'm 5'10". I've talked about this a lot in my videos because I'm a giant human and a slightly ridiculous one also. As someone who is long and lanky and my body is very like spread out across my frame, so I'm definitely not the small, compact, strong, muscular woman that we're used to seeing in the air. I was told often, this is going to be too hard for you, you're not strong enough, building the string is going to be too hard for you, doing the apparatus, you're just going to be too big, you're not going to be able to reach a high level with it. And I listened to that. I wish I hadn't. I really wish that I hadn't, because I listened to that for at least about 3 years and it stopped me from taking a class. I was living in New York. There are great studios. The advice not to try because I was tall was not coming from any of the studios. It was just sort of an atmosphere of tall people can't do aerial. And I really hate that because it's just so untrue. It's such a fib. Tall people can do aerial. Short people can do aerial. Medium height people can do aerial. People who are missing a limb or have a disability can do aerial. Everyone can do aerial. If you are a living human with a body, you can do aerial. And if you're a ghost, you're probably gonna be better at aerial. So also a great option. Talking a little bit about my personal body. I started dance at a young age, so I was stretched a lot. I also am hypermobile. You may also be hypermobile. Some people are just born hypermobile. If you have the thumbs that do that, the weird alien thumbs. Also, if you can touch your thumb to your forearm, you may be hypermobile. There's a test that you can just give yourself, like doing little things like that at home to see if you are. It's really kind of interesting and fun, and I'll put that link in the description. Flexibility things have come much more naturally to me. Also, because of dance, I think spinning has always been something that I feel comfortable with. You start doing chaîné turns and pirouettes when you're 5 years old in a dance class. So the idea of spinning around is one that I've kind of had with me my whole life. There's actually a dream that a lot of dancers have where you can do like 25 pirouettes, and then you're just like, why did I never think to do 25 pirouettes before? It's so easy. And you can like feel in the dream how it feels to do that many pirouettes, and then you wake up and it's incredibly depressing. When you wake up, you're like, oh right, I can't do that. So my personal journey with aerial has involved having to build a lot of strength, having to really work hard for all the strength moves. I'm still doing that. That is an ongoing journey. It's never going to change. I have to work hard for my strength. I have to really push to be strong. But I stretch a little bit and my legs behind my shoulders. So give and take. And that's another secret. Whatever body type you have, I think most people tend to be either more flexible or more strong naturally, and whichever one of those you have, other people are looking at you going, I wish I had what that person has. And you're probably looking at them going, I wish I had what that person has, because the grass is always greener. We always want the thing we don't have. I look at people who are naturally strong and I'm like, duh! And they look at my splits and they're like, ugh. It's how the world is. I also definitely need to address weight for aerialist on this video. And I don't want to go too much into it because I naturally have a slim figure, and I think that there's a lot as a naturally slim person that I can't really talk about with weight. But I think that there is not an ideal weight for aerial. I think that the ideal weight is a weight that allows you to do the best job that you can do. If that is a very light, small, slim weight, cool. If that is a bigger, curvier, voluptuous weight, also cool. I think it shouldn't matter as long as you can do the trick, because that's what we're here for. We're here for people doing amazing things in the air. And if you can do that, that's what we came for. So I'm seeing more and more people who are bigger doing aerial. I'm really, really glad to see that. And there's actually a couple of Facebook groups that are specifically for bigger aerialists. Larger Than Lithe is a group that I've been looking at. Seeing what you guys are doing, it's really cool, and I really like checking that out on Facebook. One thing that I really, really, really hate about conversations about aerial bodies is this idea that I think is a little bit the subtext of a lot of aerial, that you must be so strong that you are ripped, that you have all the lats like sticking out to here, that you have like 6-pack abs or 12-pack abs, that you have like biceps that are like whoop. I don't have a squishy arm, but I don't have a bicep that is like popping out. I don't have lats that are popping out, and I'm never gonna be like ripped. Obviously, there are people who are skinny or slender or bigger but not cut who are very, very, very strong. However, I want to point out that if you are a naturally not ripped person, if you're not someone who's able to build strength really easily, you can still do this. And I wish someone had said this to me more often in my training and in my life. You have to be strong to do aerial. You don't have to be the Hulk. You don't have to be Arnold Schwarzenegger. You just have to be able to do the moves, or to find an alternative that works for you and be safe doing that. But you don't have to do all the like one-arm pull-ups and all the, crazy meat hook, reverse meat hook, like all of that stuff. You don't have to do it. It's great if you can do it. It's really great to train it and work towards it. But I'm never gonna put a reverse meat hook in a routine. I just don't want to push myself to do that. I say that, I'm definitely gonna end up doing that now that I've said it. When I do my routines, I'm not putting like the most strength crazy move in there, because That's not my forte. And while I work on those moves in training, I'm not putting them at the top of my priority list. And you don't have to. You don't have to. It's okay to find moves that work for your body, that look good on your body, and show those off. I do a lot of splits. I do a lot of leg things because my legs look nice in the air. I don't do things that are just look how strong that I am, because I'm not that strong for an aerialist. Don't let someone get in your head and tell you that you are not strong enough or that you cannot be strong enough. You should always continue to build your strength. You should always be trying to be stronger, but don't let anyone intimidate you. Oh, you can't do 25 pull-ups from a dead hang. I'm sure there are aerialists who are able to do that in their sleep. I'm not one of them. I struggle to do, I would say on a good day, 5 pull-ups, and on a bad day, like 2 or 3 or none because I was just lazy and didn't do them. But that's okay. I still work all the time as a professional aerialist. You don't have to be the Hulk to do this. You just have to be strong enough to be safe and to nail your moves every time. You do have to nail your moves every time before you put them in a show and before you do them without a mat. But that's consistency, that's not raw strength. There have also been a lot of times that I walk into a gym or a training space and I look around me and everyone is small and ripped and, you know, just bulging with muscles. It's very intimidating. But again, they're probably looking at me going, I wish I could put my leg behind my shoulder like that girl. Everyone has their own thing. Everyone has a thing that they are good at that is unique to them, that is so beautiful and so special, and that needs to be shared with the world. If it's not what other people think it should be, screw them. Doesn't matter. If someone can't see that you have something special to offer, then that is their problem. You still need to work hard. You still need to train things you're not good at. But you also are good at something, and that thing is beautiful, and you need to promote that into the world. Don't let people get you down. This is something that I haven't encountered as much in aerial, but like in the dance world, there's a lot of teachers especially who have their very specific idea of what a dancer should be. And if you don't fit that, they will go for you. Now that I've said all like the cushy, lovey stuff, I'm gonna be a little bit hardcore teacher for a minute and say way too often I see people using their body as an excuse for why they can't do something. I can't do this move because my body is just not bendy enough. I'm just not strong enough. I have a long torso because I have a long leg, a short torso. My shoulders are too broad. My neck is too short. No, you can do the moves. You can do the moves. I know you can. Your teachers know you can, and we are watching you. That was very threatening. But it's true. Everyone can do every move to some extent. Maybe it's not gonna look as good as it does on someone else. Maybe it's not gonna be the best move that you do. Maybe you're gonna have to work for several years to achieve it. But you can do it. You can do it. So don't give me all the, oh, I just can't do that one because my body's not made that way. If you have a body, you have the capability to do all of the moves. Because you know what? Me, all the Cirque du Soleil artists, all of your teachers, all of the people who win competitions, aerialists that you watch on YouTube, we're human. Everyone is human. And you are human. We are all starting from the same level of human. Some of us have been training longer than others. Some of us have a natural flexibility or a natural strength, but we're all human. And all of us who are in the more advanced professional levels, we started at the same place. At some point, we had never been on a hoop or never been in the air or never danced. We're just like a normal civilian person. We are all starting from the same level. If I can make it, if Cirque du Soleil people can make it, if competition winners can make it, you can make it. You just maybe are gonna have to work really hard for it. Because you know what? Aerial's hard. What a surprise. Aerial is hard and you have to work hard, but also the love for this art form is unrivaled. I find that people who try it, even just as a hobby, love it so much. And I know that all of you watching this video love it so much, and you have the heart to do that hard work. You just have to get to it. You just have to get to it, and you can reach those levels as well. You just have to work hard and smart. Work smart as well. I'm gonna maybe do a video about working smart, like a separate video, thinking about how to train, how to get the most out of your time in the studio. Maybe that is a really good separate video. I think that's probably all I'm gonna have time for. Maybe I'll do a part 2. I definitely have more things that I want to talk about, but I just don't want to make this video too long. If you enjoyed this video, then please subscribe to my channel and check out all the good things that are going on over there. I have a great community of people. I have new videos coming out on Wednesdays and Saturdays. On Wednesdays we do tutorials. On Saturdays we do something more like this with like a broader subject matter, because there really aren't that many people doing sort of vlogs and this kind of video for aerial on YouTube. So I'm trying to kind of fill that hole. So make sure you subscribe. You don't want to miss out on anything. Also check out my Instagram. I've got a bunch of different aerial tips and tricks and inspiration and choreography over there as well. And if you have a video that you would like to see, let me know and I'm happy to get requests. I will see you guys next time, and until then, have fun on your aerial journey. Don't get discouraged. Remember that there is something special about you that no one else has. Look, there was the